Hi, here I am again, doing another quick drawing. So I use Sharpie predominantly to do my drawings. They're great pens. This time I'm using a Sharpie highlighter. Sharpie's not sponsoring me. Um, I just really enjoy using their pens. But if they want to sponsor me, I'm more than happy to take one. So, anyways, today I was thinking about uh, reality. What is reality? And this kind of this thought process, this chain of thinking was sparked by um, something Elon Musk said. I don't know. Well, I don't know when he said it, but I heard it about a month ago, maybe a couple weeks ago. And today, with this whole thing about Twitter, it popped, made this statement that he made pop back up in my mind. Um, yeah, whether you love him or hate him, he's a controversial figure, but I mean, that's regardless. The fact is that he said, at some point, we will make machines that move faster than we can see. Um, and I guess currently we have machines that move faster than we can see. Um, but they're specific machines. They do specific tasks. So like a turbine engine, the fan blade on a turbine engine, it spins so fast that you can't see the individual fan blades. um, but a functional, it's performing one function. It's moving air through into a turbine, into the combustion chamber, and creating thrust for a jet. So what he was talking about, I think, was multifunctional machines or adaptable machines. The robots, if you will, but they not necessarily humanoid robots, whatever. They're multifunctional machines. So they're machines that can adapt to reality and interact with reality. And really, he's right in that regard. Like that, if we get to a point where we've created multifunctional machines, or the machines have created multifunctional machines, because that's more than likely what will happen. They'll probably come about through a combination of you know either human ingenuity applied to AI, or sorry, and AI applied to the problem, or when machine learning and artificial intelligence gets to a point where it can adapt itself and be creative itself, apply itself to a problem. There's no reason why it can't create a multifunctional machine that can adapt to reality. And I think that's the interesting part about this, is that you know we're we're creating machine so we've built out these machine learning, these language platforms, and you know uh, platforms for art that create art. But again, there's human input, and they're focused on one thing. Right? What happens when a machine is not focused on one thing? What happens when a machine can adapt to its reality? It can adapt and make changes. And then, when we get over the hurdles of material, limitations, um, or, you know, and create machines that can move faster than we can see. Like, think about that. Really think about that. That would mean that there is a reality, that there are things happening that we can't be part of. We we don't won't function fast enough to be part of that. And so these machines will be doing things. It's basically invisible to us. I mean, it would be invisible to us. Could we hear it? I don't know. Regardless of our senses, yes, I'm sure we could possibly sense it. But I'm also sure that, if we get to a point where those machines exist, we could probably create something where that doesn't have sensory output, or some way, somehow, sidesteps our sensory output. And so there would be multiple levels of reality. There'd be different realities. And how would we participate in those realities? We would have to have some sort of augmentation ourselves. And I know that, that's the other thing that Musk is working on is Neuralink, you know, and it went to human trials, I think, a couple weeks ago. Um, but that would be the next step, some sort of cybernetic adaptation to allow us to function fast enough, like things would operate at the speed of thought. And that's the thing, there's always a lag time. There's always a lag time between what we think and what's manifested. And if these Neuralinks systems allow us to shorten that lag time, the speed of thought operates, I don't know, close to the speed of light, maybe, um, because it's neurochemical based upon electrical, our synapses, electrons pass or ions pass through the synapses, and that's happening at extremely high speeds. So, yeah, what happens when we have that adaptation and we're able to manipulate our reality at the speed of thought through these? I mean, that's just one manifestation through a machine that's moves faster than we can see, right? Well, the people that are not able to participate directly in that will not only be left behind, they won't know they're being left behind. They won't know that there's something happening around them. They won't know that there's a reality happening, but that they won't be able to affect that reality directly on a daily basis, like on a regular basis. But that reality can affect them. So those machines can then be used to manipulate them, change them, you know. Then all of a sudden magic exists, right? Things happen in our reality that we won't see if you're not participating. So if you're not, jacked in, if you're not part of the if you're not in it, things will occur that you won't know how they happened. In fact, they may be seen as a natural phenomenon, right? There may be seen as there'll be some need for some there'll be or people will need to explain it somehow, right? Or it'll occur without us even knowing if you're not part of the network, and will be moved and manipulated without us even understanding that that's occurring. And we see that today. Like we see that through media. We see media manipulation, um, narrative control. We see that there's multiple levels of narratives that are being told currently right now with just the technology that we see and manifest, or we see that currently exists, right? The media machine is a technology, and so that's already occurring. Now what if it occurs in a way where the where a person that's participating in that, you know a person that has the keys to the kingdom, that has the mechanisms of power and control, can do that without you even knowing, without it even occur, like without even can do it at such speed, can do it so fast that you you wouldn't know, right? And then what if that person like has access to information at a speed that basically at the speed of light, right? Through this, whatever technology, maybe it's Neuralink, maybe it's some other technology that comes up, but has the ability to access all of the information that's currently housed on the internet. So basically all the information known to man, right? Um, but they can access that at the speed of thought, right? And you can't. I mean, the incentive's there to participate, right? You know, you almost have to participate in order to be able to keep up. I guess but it that's the age old conundrum, you know. Do you how do you participate? Do you want to participate? If you can't participate, right? If you can't afford to participate, you're left behind. And you know, that's part of our existence. That's part of who we are. So, anyways, this is my drawing. It kind of all prompted me to draw a scene from nature, like what is natural. Have a good one.